You can't tell because every website has that sort of air of legitimacy. You can't tell. And you might say, OK, well, look, it's a bag. It might be a bit shoddy, but it's a bit of fun. But when you come to buying online electrical goods,
it can be incredibly dangerous.
Whole different story. And Stephen has got some examples that, frankly, would qualify for all of your worst Christmas presents.
Stephen, share some of those.
What have you got?
Sure, yeah, we're very concerned about the number of fakes that are coming into the UK at the moment. Seen a 12% increase in the last year alone from the authorities. And with electrical products, it's not just about wasting your money. They're dangerous. They put lives at risk, put your home at risk. So it's just not worth taking the chance.
OK, so show us what can go wrong then.
OK, so we've got some examples here just to give you an idea of what's going on. One of the main issues is it's almost impossible sometimes to tell the difference between the two.
I was going to say, I'm looking at both of those sets of straighteners there.
You can see that the packaging is almost identical, but when we look inside, we've ripped these things apart. We know that there's so much different going on inside.
Really?
We take an X-ray so we can see the difference in the components, and there's safety components inside that are missing. From the fake one, safety cutouts.
I think a lot of people convince themselves that actually they're getting the same product, but it's something that's come out of the factory and they've got it in a way that's cheaper. But that's not the case. It's actually got different components.
The difference between that one and that one is that one, the fake, will not have a timer that will switch off.
Oh, right.
The trouble is, though, if you're buying online, how am I going to know? I haven't got an X-ray. I don't know what it's going to look like inside.
Exactly, so you need to think about where you're shopping, obviously. And being online, you can't touch it, you can't see it. So it makes a lot more difficult.
So making sure that you go through and you are sure you are on a legit website.
There are clues. Spelling. Most of these things come from abroad. Spelling is always a big clue. The quality of the photographs. Think about the website that you're on. Would they really be selling these? Black Friday misleads us because you're expecting discounts. GHD on Black Friday, they're reduced by about £20. If you see them reduced by £50,
you know it's not good.
So just keep your eyes open. I mean, look at the NutriBullets, for example.
So this is what can go wrong.
Again, very difficult to tell the difference between the two. We put these into a lab and just simulated the rotor getting locked with a piece of ice or a stone or something. This one, the thermal cutout, prevented it from overheating. The fake one, there's no protection there at all. It's just going to catch the house alight.
So you might think you're saving 30, 40, 50, 60 quid, but you're risking burning your house down and the safety of your family.
Absolutely. Ultimately, it's just not worth taking the risk.
What happens if you buy an item like this, you receive it, then you finally touch it and realise that it's not real? Can you send it back? Well, how are you protected there?
Well, if you're online, obviously, you need to go into a sort of discussion with the seller, but the most important thing is to stop using it. Even if you use it for a period of time, these things don't just go wrong and become a danger at any point in time. So the important thing is to make sure that you stop using it. And if the seller doesn't cooperate with you, is not listening to what you're saying, you need to go to Citizens Advice and report it.
We all use chargers all around the house. You've got some dodgy chargers there as well.
Yep, there's genuine and fakes here. Again, it's almost impossible to tell the difference between the two. The genuine charger has got twice as many components, a lot of those critical to safety. The fake one, there's nothing between you and the main, so you're either going to blow your phone up at best, and at worst, you're going to give yourself serious electric shock.
OK,
and
what about...
sometimes they retail at £1, so you've got
£20,
£15 for the genuine, £1 for the fake, so price is a good indicator. But as we said, not on Black Friday, because the prices are reduced to ridiculous levels.
Yeah.
Well, something like this, smart balance wheel, this is going to be on top of a lot of people's Christmas lists this year, but they're dangerous anyway. This makes it even more dangerous. Exactly,
yeah. It's the must-have Christmas present, and we know nationally there's a lot of concern about the safety of these products. We were given this one to check, and it's also got CE marking, which is a safety mark that the manufacturer puts on there to say that everything has been tested to make sure it's safe. 5 seconds, you're looking at just one of the basic bits, which is the plug. I can tell this is a fake counterfeit plug. If something was to happen with a charging unit, it's going to explode. There's no doubt about it. It's going to set your house
what
alight.
are your rights, Alice?
Well, I would say count your losses. If you realise when you get it home that you've got something that's a dud, count your losses, don't plug it in and throw it away, report it to trading standards. The warning, you only have rights if you buy in a legitimate way. Buy from a website. If you can't tell when you're actually buying it, when you're paying, that's the biggest clue. You should have a padlock in your little URL line. Look for the padlock when you're paying. Pay through PayPal, pay with your credit card, pay with your debit card, and then you're protected.
And don't be lured in by emails.
Do not be lured in. I've been receiving emails from people selling me fake Ugg boots this, well, not saying they're fakes, Ugg boots this Black Friday. They're all fakes and they're going to be shoddy quality at best, at worst. They're going to endanger you and your family.
Okay.